Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I know after so many days, actually, I am again back with a new content. Actually, I was busy with a few of the other tasks, and recently I also had my exam on data science with Python because actually, when I'm actually making this video, I need to be certified. Okay, so recently I took up the NPTEL exam and I have cleared the examination. So due to all those commitments, I was not able to make videos. So from today onwards, I'm going to upload videos regularly. So let us see what are we going to study in today's video lecture. So we are going to study some of the important topics which will also help you in data science as well as in Python also. So we are going to study about strings, tuples, list, arrays, dictionary, set and range. So once we study theoretically about these topics, then we are going to move on to the examples on these topics. We have very simple examples. We'll try to execute that first. Then we will look into uh, other commands related to these topics in the upcoming videos. So today we are just going to study about these topics and the few of the basic commands related with these topics. Okay. So first up is strings. Okay. So basically strings is a sequence of characters, and in Python, anything between a single quote and a double quote is actually considered as a string, and it can be either a letter, number, or any symbols, and white spaces. They are used to represent the data and are immutable. Okay, means once you have declared it, you really can't change it. Next comes the tuples. It is a sequence of compound data enclosed within the parentheses. And the most important thing that you should know about the tuple is that it is a collection of ordered and immutable elements. And my dear friends, please remember this immutable elements, okay? Because in tuples, this is very, very important. And once you define a tuple, you really can't change the data. So that is what it actually means by immutable. And unlike list, what we are going to study next, tuples are immutable. So they are again telling this again and again. It means it is really important, meaning their elements cannot be changed once the tuple is created. Next up is list. Sequence of multi-data types. Now, please highlight this multi-data type. Now, what is this multi-data type? Multi-data type means not only any number, okay, you can add a string also in between, and it is enclosed between square brackets. So that is why, see, very carefully they have written here, a list is a versatile and mutable collection of elements, and they are ordered, meaning the elements are stored in a specific sequence. So you have numbers, they are stored in one sequence, then comes the string like that. So in this, the thing is they are mutable, means elements can be added, removed, or modified after the list is created. And once again, they are enclosed within the square brackets. So these differences you should know. Tuples inside the parentheses, list inside the square bracket. Then next up is an array. Now array is what? It is a sequence of, okay, constrained list of objects. Okay, it is similar to actually a list, but the major difference between an array and the list is that, okay, they are provided, the array module is provided with the standard library, okay, and a collection of elements of the same data type. Here we are not changing the data type, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, they are all the same data type, they are integers, okay. And unlike list, which can contain different data types, see, in the list here it is multi data type, but here it is consisting of only same data type. And the main advantage of using array in Python is that they are memory efficient, okay, then the list for storing large sequence of data. So that is one of the advantage of actually having an array. Now, second last or the third last topic is, that is dictionary. Now dictionary is one of the most important thing and the most different topic compared to any topics you have studied till now. First thing is, it actually works in key value pairs. If you understand this key value pairs, your dictionary is over, and you are using basically a flower bracket or a curly braces enclosed, okay, the data is enclosed inside the curly braces or the like a flower bracket. Now, what is this mainly? Key value pairs. Here, what is happening is, first thing is it is unordered. You can change the data and indexed collection. Okay. Now, what is this index? I will tell later. But first, let us understand what is this key value pairs. So, mainly key value pairs means you have a key and for that you have a value. So, if I have a key, for example, name, okay, and the value for that will be Aditya. So, name is Aditya. So, key is my name, value is Aditya. So, that is the meaning of key value pair. Okay. Now, the thing is that it cannot be indexed. Dictionaries are not indexed by the range of numbers. So, you don't have numbers here, but rather with the help of keys. So, name, age, these are the keys. Okay. With respect to these keys, you can index the dictionary. Okay. And they are immutable data type. This is one thing you should remember. Keys cannot be changed. Only values can be changed. Set. Sequence of unordered data collection of unique data. Means first thing is it is unordered. This you should remember. And we are defining set using a curly braces. This dictionary and the sets, for both of them we use a curly braces. Okay. What is basically happening in set? First thing is it is unordered collection of unique elements. Okay, this is the first thing you should know in that. And another most important thing is that in sets, we don't have or we don't allow any duplicate elements. For example, you're defining like 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 duplicate element is not allowed. But sets are mutable. You can add, you can remove, you can modify the element. Okay, last one is the range. Now, mainly range is used for looping operations. Okay, they offer mainly unique functionalities for variables, okay, which can handle more than one data type at a time. Okay, and mainly it supports in operation like as indexing, slicing, concatenation and multiplication. So these are some of the applications of range. Now next up is what are we going to see is that we will see actually how to execute small in the what you call small functions based on this topic. Okay, so first up is I will define a string. Okay, so I will give the name as str sample equal to, I'll just define store my name only as Aditya, and then I will comment it as a string just for your uh, knowledge, okay, that this is a string. Then I will print my string by using my variable name. Now I will run this. So my string is printed. Now what can I do is just for your knowledge, if I give anything inside string, it becomes a string, anything inside a double quote. Okay, so it is taking the earlier data only. So let me change this to 1. It cannot happen like this. So I will give this as, and I will see this, it can be done or not. Let us try to run. Oh, it is throwing an error. Okay, so okay, string is, okay, here also I need to change. Sorry. It is not defined. Okay. See, that is what happens. You really can't change a string. Okay, so I think it will not work. Let us check some other thing. Let us give 45 and check. Then also it is showing an error. Okay, so we'll try to change. Now it will come, you see. There was a mistake with the spelling. So now let us check with other characters. Yeah. So anything inside basically that double quote is considered as a string. Now let us move on to the next thing, that is basically list. Before we move on to the list, okay, so what will we do is, we will, whenever we are doing or we are working on anything, okay, we will define that particular variable name with that particular topic only. So now I am going to explain you about the list. So I will give the variable name as list number. Because of this, what happens, it becomes easier for you to understand, or when you are actually doing revisions, you will actually feel it very easy to relate. So I'll just give some random numbers, okay, and then I will close the square bracket and I will comment it. Okay, I'll comment it as list with numbers, because next I'm going to use some other character. So I'll just type print list number. So this is how I print my list, and this is an example for list. Now what I will do is, I'll copy the same thing, okay, and then I will add a string. And then I will try to run this. See, so the advantage of the list is that you can add any other data type also. Okay, now next we will move on to array. So first we need to import the array. So I'll give a command as from array import, and then I'll give an array sample. Okay, so here I'll give array, then I will give I, that is for the range, because next command I'm going to specify the range. So that is why I'm using the I. Then I'm going to open the square bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll give the list, and then I will close it, and then I will now give the range for X in array sample colon print X. So this will print my array. So this is how actually you import an array, give the array command, and using the for function you will print the array. Next up we'll move on to the tuple. So I'm going to give the same name, tuple sample, and you should know that whenever I'm using a tuple, I am going to define it using inside the parentheses. And then here also I can use some other object also. So I'm going to use a string here. So then I'm going to print my tuple sample. So it will print my sample for the tuple. So till now we are done with string, we are done with list, we are done with array, we are done with tuple also. Next up is the most important thing. Here you have to pay attention, because now we are going to study about dictionary. So first I'm going to comment it as creating a dictionary. So here I'm going to give my name. You can give whatever name you want. It is up to you. I'm going to open a curly braces, and then using the key pair, I'm going to give it as my name. Okay, then I'm going to give comma. Then I'm going to define age. $28. Oops, sorry. Okay, then next up is I'm going to define city. Here I'm going to give it as Bangalore. And I hope you're watching the match also, because I think today RCB is playing actually Sunrisers Hyderabad, and they broke the record for the highest IPL score. Last score was 277, which was scored by Sunrisers Hyderabad, and today they have hit 287 for 3. And now I don't know what is the status of RCB, because actually I'm making this video here. Okay, now we will try to access the dictionary that I've created. I'm going to access any of the key value pairs. So I'll type it as accessing values using keys. So I'm going to use the keys to access my value. So I'm going to give the command as print. Okay, then my variable that I have specified there, my underscore Adi. Then in the square bracket, I'm going to give the key value for which I need to access the value. Okay, so if I give this and run, I'll get Aditya, because for the key, my value that is stored in that particular key is Aditya. So this is how you actually create a dictionary and you access any particular data. Next, what we are going to do is, we are going to create a dictionary, okay, and then we are going to access the value in that, okay, that we have already done. We'll try to, basically what we'll do is, we'll try to modify the value. We'll add a new value in that, and we will try to remove a particular key value from there, and then try to print it, okay. So what I will do is, I'll again copy the same instructions that I have actually used, because you can relate with it. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give a comment which basically helps you in understanding modifying the values. Okay, I'm not modifying the key thing. I'm only modifying the values, because you can only modify the keys or either delete it. So here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give my name. Okay, that is the thing that I have stored. Okay, and I'm going to open a square bracket, and I'm going to mention the key name for which I want to modify the value. And now I'm going to specify it as 29. Okay, so next up is actually adding a new element. Adding a new element. Now we'll see here how actually we can add the new element. So again, I'm going to specify the name that I had actually given for my dictionary. Okay, open the square bracket. Open the square bracket. Then what is that key I have to add? Okay, so I'm going to go with gender. Then I'm going to specify it as male. Now I'm done with this. Then how do I remove anything? Okay, so removing key value pairs. So how do I do this? I'm going to give the command delete. Then open the square bracket. I'm going to delete city here. Key value city, I'm going to delete it. Now these are some of the basic instructions that is mainly used in the dictionary. Now finally we are going to do iteration over this. See, iteration means I'm going to go through each and every value or each and every instructions that I have given here. Okay, so that is what is meant by iteration. So I'll give the comment also, so that you remember it. Okay, iterating over key value pairs means it goes through each and every key value pairs. So next I'm going to give the command for key value in the name of the dictionary that I have actually specified, dot items. Okay, colon. Now I'm going to give print command, and please pay attention. This is one of the most important thing that you need to see here. See here, I'm going to give the plus sign here. Now, what this plus sign will do, you will see when I get the output actually. Because this is really very interesting. Okay, see here, the first thing is, it is actually printing my name based on this particular command. Next thing is, I modified my age, so it gave me age as Aditya. That is 29, and my name is Aditya, and gender is male. So what is the thing that I've deleted? I've deleted the key value pair of city, so there is no city in this. Now I mentioned the symbol plus here, and the same symbol plus is seen over here. Now what if I make this to equal to and try to run the program again? I get equal to all over here. So that is how you change the symbol based on your own requirements. So this is regarding all about the instructions regarding the dictionary. Next, we are going to see how are we going to work on creating a set. Set is very, very important. Okay, so I'll just give the name as my set equal to. So here I'm going to use the curly braces. Make no mistake here. And here also in set also actually I can go with adding strings in that. So I'm going to close my curly braces. And next what I'm going to do is I can add any element to the set also, and I can delete any element from the set also. So first we will see how do we add an element to the set. Adding elements to the set. The instruction is very simple. I just give the name of my set. I give the command as add. In the parenthesis, I add the element that I want to add. So I want to add 6 to it. So I'll give my number 6. And then next, how to remove, okay, elements. How to remove elements from the set. So again, I'm going to go by defining the name of my set. And then I'm going to give a command as remove. And then I'm going to give any number that is already there in the set. So I'm going to remove 4. I actually don't want 4 in my final output. Next, I'm going to go over my iterations. So iterating over the set. And now I'm going to give the for command for elements in my set colon print the elements. It's not elements, sorry. It is just element, and even here I need to change it to element. So we'll try to run this code. So you see 1, 2, 3, 5, Adi, and again 6 is the number that I've added, but I've also removed 4. So in my output list, output set, 4 is not there, but whereas in my input, 4 is there. So these are some of the instructions related to creating a set, adding an element to the set, and then removing any particular element from the set. Now the last topic that we are going to study for today is the range. So first I'm going to specify the range sample. That is very important. So I give the name as range sample, and then I give it as range. I add the range, that is 12, 5, 6. Once I've done with this, I'm going to go with a command as print range sample, and then I'm going to give a command for range, that is for x in range sample print x. So this will print my range. So the range is 12, 5, and 6. So this is how you actually print a range. And these are some of the basic instructions related to the topics that you have studied till now. Okay, so we'll just go through the topics that you have studied. Okay, so we went through strings, tuples, list, arrays, dictionary, set, and range. And please, once again, make no mistake, these are some of the very important topics and terminologies used not only in data science as well as in the Python. So first we started off with defining a string, and we also changed, okay, the characters that we use in the string. So to become to know that anything inside the double quotes or the single quotes is considered as a string. Then we define the list number. We try to add another element or another data type into the list number. We were able to print it. Then we try to import an array, and we printed an array. And then we worked on tuple. Okay, there also in tuple also you could see that, okay, we can add the object or the data type from which is of another form. Then we created a dictionary. We learned how to access any particular key in the dictionary, okay, and then to print the value with respect to that particular key. Then we try to modify the elements in the dictionary. We try to add a new element to a dictionary. Okay, so these are some of the things that we have actually done in dictionary. Then we have created a set. We have added an element to the set. We have removed an element from the set, and we, using a for condition, we have printed our elements, or we have printed our set. Then finally we studied about range sample, how to define a range and how to print the range that we have given. So these are some of the topics that we have covered in this particular lecture. In the coming lecture, we are going to see indexing in the strings, list, and other topics. So that's all for today. The most important thing for you is to actually practice these things. Just seeing really won't help you. So try to practice this on your own. Practice not only 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And there's nothing to be shy of making a mistake, because if you see in the starting also, while I was explaining string, there were few mistakes. You will make few mistakes in defining the variable. That is how you will actually learn. And the most important thing is to make the mistakes. The more the number of mistakes you make, I've been always telling, you will learn more. You will try to identify the error. That is how you become an expert in a particular area. So that's all for today. Try to practice this, and in the meanwhile, please do like, share, and comment. So that actually helps me to enhance my video quality also. We'll meet tomorrow again with indexing on different topics. Okay, thank you all.